The moon has been humanity's companion since the dawn of time. It's been with us through thick and thin, waxing and waning in the night sky. But what if one day we looked up and saw that our lunar companion had taken on a sickly green hue? What does the moon turning green mean? Is it something we should be worried about, or is it just another quirky fact about our favorite celestial body? Let us take a look at the science behind the moon and find out what would happen if it turned green. First off, let's talk about why the moon isn't already green. The moon doesn't emit any light of its own. Instead, we see it because it reflects light from the sun. The reason it looks white rather than some other color is because it reflects all colors of light equally. If the moon were to suddenly reflect only green light, it would appear green to us. So the question becomes, how could the moon only reflect green light? One of the most likely culprits is a buildup of chlorophyll on the moon's surface. Chlorophyll is the pigment that makes plants green and is responsible for photosynthesis. But how did it get there? Well, there are billions of bacteria on Earth that contain chlorophyll. These bacteria are found everywhere, including in the oceans, soil, and even inside our own bodies. Some of these bacteria can survive in extremely harsh environments, like those found on the moon. Over billions of years, these bacteria may have built up on the moon's surface, turning it green. However, there's no evidence of any life on the moon, let alone bacteria. And if there were, it's unlikely that they would all be green. So while this is a fun theory, it's probably not the real reason the moon would turn green. Another possibility is that the moon has absorbed some sort of green gas or vapor. When a substance absorbs certain wavelengths of light, it appears colored to us. For example, an orange, which reflects all colors of light except blue, appears orange because it absorbs blue light. If a green gas were to cover the moon, it would absorb all colors of light except green, making the moon appear green. But what kind of green gas could do this? One possibility is a type of chlorine, which is a green gas at very low temperatures. Chlorine is found in small amounts in the Earth's atmosphere, but it's unlikely that it would build up on the moon to the point where it would turn it green. Another possibility is a type of hydrogen chloride, which is also a green gas at very low temperatures. Hydrogen chloride is found in small amounts in the Earth's atmosphere, but again, it's unlikely that it would build up on the moon to the point where it would turn it green. A third possibility is that the moon has been hit by a comet or asteroid that contains chlorophyll or some other green substance. Comets and asteroids are made up of rock, dust, and ice, and they often have strange colors. For example, some comets are red while others are blue. It is possible that a green comet or asteroid could have hit the moon and left a mark that we can see from Earth. However, there are no known green comets or asteroids, and it's unlikely that one would hit the moon anytime soon. If the moon did turn green, it wouldn't stay that way for long. Eventually, the green stuff would either run out of energy or be blown away by the solar wind, leaving the moon looking like a giant avocado pit in the night sky. But what if the moon didn't just turn green, but stayed that way for months or even years? That's when things start to get weird. One conspiracy theory is that the government is painting the moon green as part of a secret plan to control the minds of the population. You heard that right, the US government is secretly painting the moon. In all seriousness, though, it is possible that the government could try to hide the fact that the moon has turned green by launching a disinformation campaign to distract the public. They could claim that there's a perfectly natural explanation for the green moon, like a buildup of chlorophyll, and try to convince people that it's not really a big deal. Of course, this would be a pretty stupid thing for the government to do, since it would be much easier to just come clean about the green moon and deal with the fallout. Plus, it would be hard to hide such a massive change in the night sky. But what if the moon turned green because of something more sinister, like an alien invasion? In the movie Signs, the moon turns green because aliens have landed on it and are using it as a base of operations. In the movie, the green glow is actually a cloaking device that the aliens use to hide from human detection. It's possible that something similar could happen in real life. Maybe aliens could land on the moon and use some sort of advanced technology to make it look like a giant glowing green egg in the night sky. They could then use the moon as a base of operations while they launch an invasion of Earth. Of course, this is just a far-out conspiracy theory, and it's unlikely that aliens would choose the moon as their base of operations. Not only is it inhospitable to humans, but it's also very close to Earth. If aliens wanted to invade Earth, they would probably choose a more remote location. What if the moon turned green because it was actually made of cheese? Okay, we know this one's not true, but it's still worth exploring. If the moon were made of cheese, it would be the largest ball of cheese in the universe. And if it started to glow green, it would be because the cheese was going bad. That's right, mold. If the moon were made of cheese, it would eventually be covered in mold, which would turn it green. And if the mold spread to the entire moon, it would appear green to us. Of course, the moon isn't made of cheese, so this one's definitely not true. But it's still a fun image to think about. Just imagine the headlines: "Moon turns green, scientists say it's moldy cheese." So there you have it. Those are all the possible reasons why the moon might turn green. Now, while it's highly unlikely that the moon will ever turn green, it's still a fun topic to explore. Just think about how lucky we are to live in a universe that is full of wonders and possibilities. Who knows what other strange and amazing things we might discover in the future? From distant galaxies to the farthest reaches of space, there is so much out there that we don't know, and it's up to us to explore it all. With the help of science and technology, we can continue to learn more about the universe and our place in it. And who knows what other mysteries we might solve along the way. So keep your eyes open and your mind curious. You never know what you might discover. In the meantime, you can always count on the one constant in our night sky, the moon, to be there to greet us every night, even if it is sporting a rather fetching new green glow. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe.